All right. Murderous Ghosts, the party game. So, everybody has books. Yes?
Yep.
All right. So, part one. First. There we go. Okay. So, you are at the Major's Inn. This is a extremely large Victorian building, built in the Victorian times, obviously. It is in upstate New York. It has gone through a number of different lives. Laborers built it in the 19th century. Wealthy guests stayed in the 19th century and the 20th. Chefs, maitre d's, servants, housekeepers, porters served them. Prize sons returned harmed from the Great War. Honeymooners came out from the New York City of the Jazz Age. Spiritualists used the pyramid room to attain the spheres. The Major's Inn, like any number of resort hotels of its age, was a casualty of the Great Depression. The billiards room and bar in the back corner stayed open through the 50s. Dreamers opened a Shakespearean dinner theater in a smaller dining room in the early 70s. The whole crew living on site, painting the crumbling upstairs rooms was psychedelia. In the Americana boom of the bicentennial, the town of Gilbertsville restored the east porch and the grand foyer as a small museum. This museum closed again in the 80s, reopened again in 2002, closed again in 2009. In the 90s, the town rented a few rooms to local craftspeople. So that's where we start. So you enter this room, you enter this building through the large white and black painted Victorian door. The knocker is rounded, a hoop, and has definitely been worn down both by age and at some point by use. It's tarnished and green. And as you open up the door, there's kind of a sucking influx of air. And you can just feel that the air inside is different than the air outside. There's dust on the floor. And the doorway opens up to the kind of great hall. Not the great hall, a gigantic, obviously, foyer with a giant two-sided staircase going upstairs. Apologize for the strange sound, that's my dog. As you look around, you see a number of broken chairs that previously you'd think might have lined the sides of the foyer, where people probably might have taken off their shoes or their galoshes or something of that nature. But they're not just kind of like dilapidated. You can tell that things have been crushed up against them, that some of them have been used, likely flipped over and used to strike people. They're broken and shattered. Please turn to page 2 in your book.
Have we introduced ourselves yet? Do we have a name for our
person? Sorry. Good point. Forgot about that. Who is yourself? Who are you? Great question.
Oh yeah, it says right before page 2 is to tell your MC the name. Anyone can volunteer. You can make it the same as your real name if you want.
We are many but one.
Yes, I'm kind of scared already, guys.
Does that mean we have to end the game?
No.
Yeah, we're done.
If you open door policy, if you get scared, you may leave.
Oh yes, and there's definitely a X card. Just say that you need to X card something if you need to X card something.
Yeah.
So what is our name? And then we have
I say we go with something like gender neutral, like Alex.
Oh, yeah,
or
like
something like that.
Yeah. Alex is
Yeah.
good. Let's do that.
Sure. And then we have to tell the MC that we are 23, brave, athletic, and smart. Tell the MC that you're an urban explorer, and tonight you've been exploring the old abandoned Major's Inn. You came in through the ground floor window.
Oops. All right, there we go.
And you've been working your way upward for a while. You just came up a grimy, narrow staircase, and you think this is finally the top. Tell the MC you've kept rough track of the turns and staircases, and you're pretty sure you aren't lost. Tell the MC to turn to 1 in her book. If the MC is new to the game, tell her not to sweat it. You're happy to wait while she reads and thinks. Her job is harder than yours anyway.
All right. Well, maybe we'll get down to that grand foyer at some point. So
Yeah.
let's roll back.
There's a foyer.
There is a foyer. That is my dog. All right. So you are looking at a large pantry. This is attached, you assume, to a large kitchen where banquets for hundreds of people were made. This pantry is maybe 50 feet by 50 feet, and it's lined along the walls with racks and racks of empty shelves. The shelves themselves are dusty, but in your flashlight light, you can see on many of them that the dust has been disturbed at some point. And you can see seemingly dragging marks pulling from higher up shelves in long amounts, and then lower shelves in shorter amounts. And as your beam comes down, you can see that there's a drag mark along the floor as well. And it goes out, strangely enough, towards and into a large heating vent in the floor. All right.
And that's when Lauren lost her shit. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then we're doing page 2?
Yep.
Cool. Is everyone
You did
there?
it.
Yep.
But you said that like I don't lose my shit all the time.
That's true. Okay, what's the worst thing this suggests to you? Choose by vote and tell the MC which. Betrayal, cruelty, desperation, revenge, sorrow, a threat to me, here and now. And we can ask questions if we need to.
Yeah, so I would suggest that we all ask our questions and then we type our vote into the chat feature and figure that out.
that's good.
I like that. That's a good idea.
Okay. So we can ask questions about the scene, and then we vote. Is what's going on here?
Yeah, it says any of you can ask the MC questions before you choose. Remember your choice. Next time, choose something different.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and I'm also going to be talking like this because I'm sitting in the dark and this is a creepy game. Is it just drag marks in the dust, or is there like actually like blood or something like that?
There's no blood, but if you look closer, you can definitely see that there's scratches as well.
And approximately how many hands would you say?
You see this on at least two sides of the room. Though all the drags go towards that one vent.
How large is the vent?
I would say maybe 2 feet by 4 feet.
I'm going to do something less factual and ask, if I close my eyes, how does the air feel pressing against my skin?
There is certainly no movement in the air beyond your own intake of breath and exhalation. There are no windows open. There's no air coming from that vent. It feels static. Yeah.
Is everyone ready? I know what I'm going to vote.
I'm ready.
All right. I'm going to send it. 1, 2, 3, go! Yeah. Oh, shit. I think we're mostly on the same page.
So, what is the vote?
Desperation, it looks like.
Desperation.
So we
Okay.
turn to page 22 and we read from there.
Okay.
Desperation. Tell the MC who is your most important role model. Anyone can volunteer. And then we draw.
Who does Alex, the 23-year-old adventure seeker, look up to?
Lauren, I think you volunteered, so
Yeah.
What?
first to speak up.
Oh, that's not fair. The person that, oh, jeez. This is like awkward for me too because my sister is called Alex. So, the person Alex looks up to the most is her grandmother. Who I don't know. I feel like I need help.
Well, that grandmother's good, I think. Do we need to name the grandmother
or expand upon the grandmother? I was thinking like intrepid explorer grandmother, like.
Oh.
But if I was changing grandmother, it was the person that came to mind that wasn't older sister, because I'm Alex's older sister.
Yeah, Alex looks up to Lauren.
Lauren's pretty great.
Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, let's roll with the grandmother then, and then what would the name be, though? I want it to be something like sweet, like Mama Lou or something.
Yes.
So everyone looks up to Mama Lou.
Alex looks up to Mama Lou.
All right.
And then draw.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Do we need to explain that anymore, or just leave it as is?
I'm sure that'll come back around.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm drawing, and you guys got a king of spades.
On your first draw of the game, this is a free draw. No matter what card, it counts as a 13 to 20. On that result, if you haven't seen a ghost here, tell the MC to turn to 3 in her book. If there is a ghost here, tell the MC to turn to page 13.
How page?
Everyone type in the chat if you think there's a ghost or no ghost.
Word on the street is there is no ghost.
All right. So I'll go to page 3.
Okay. Oh no, it says bust. If you haven't seen a ghost here, tell the MC to turn to 9 in her book.
Yeah, that's if we bust. We didn't.
You did not bust.
Oh, okay.
This is also our first draw, right? So
Right.
Yeah, so we get an automatic 13 to 20.
Right. Okay. This makes sense.
All right. So what do you guys do from here?
I mean, if there's marks going down there, maybe we should check the furnace.
Makes sense.
So how are you going to check the furnace? You're going to try and move to another room and...
We're not. There might be a foyer.
So our plan is to go back down the stairs and try and find where this vent leads. I'm down for that.
yeah,
If
that sounds good.
If we're like an explorer, that's our one clue right now, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow the ventilation.
All right. So you make your way through, back through the way that you came. And you do find your way back down to that foyer. And you keep in your mind, you're kind of tracking in your head where you expect that vent to be going. And lo and behold, there definitely is there's actually 2 doors because of the 2 different parts of that kind of grand staircase. On the flip underside of that staircase are 2 doors that go down. You assume that one of those, or even both of them, are going to take you down to where that basement is. Which door would you like to take? And let me ask one other question. For each of you, what sounds did you hear on your way down that made you question coming here?
I think there was like the rattling that occurs when like an old furnace comes on, like how it sort of shakes the whole house and then starts coming on. Except that it was like it sounded kind of like a furnace and kind of like groaning. And as for what door, the most beat up one, because the door that is the most beat up always leads to the mechanical room. I'm a technician.
Right through those doors. The sound I hear is, I'm not quite sure. I'm not able to ascertain which direction it's coming from, but I definitely hear the creaky, like the creak of a door on its hinges, and then just an abrupt slam.
I think too, was noticing that as I was going down the stairs that it was actually it felt too quiet. I wasn't hearing my footsteps.
And I think the wind is coming up. Like I can hear the trees rustling outside. And I think a storm's coming in.
Yeah, to follow up on that one, I think what I heard was when I thought the storm was starting, it was like the sound that hail or heavy, heavy rain makes. And I looked out the window and saw that it wasn't raining yet. And then I put my ear to the wall and could tell that's where the sound was coming from before it abruptly stopped.
So there are two doors, as I said. And since you want to, well, I'll let you guys choose as a group as to which one you want to take. But both of them have glass windows. It's that kind of wormy glass. And not unsurprisingly, it's dark behind it. One of them, though, is broken in. Well, you're not sure if it's broken in or broken out, but one of them is definitely broken. And there's definitely some sort of dark matter, some sort of blackness, something dried on the edge of one of the shards of glass in the door. So which door would you like to take?
Lauren? Lauren hasn't voted twice now.
She's too scared.
A shattered door. Shattered door it is.
Shattered door it is.
All right. So you turn the handle, and you didn't know quite how unstable the glass in the frame was, and as you open it, even just the slightest jar of it makes most of it fall out and crash onto the stairs going down. You feel for a light switch, but not unsurprisingly, the power doesn't seem to be working, at least not here. And you start descending the stairs and hearing the crunch of the glass under your boots. And you're surprised that the stairs don't squeak all that much. And actually, outside of the sound of that crunching glass, you don't hear much more. But the crunching in the glass seems to keep going a lot further than you remember the glass falling. 1 second. You continue downward, and your flashlight comes along, and you do see that each step is covered in glass. And as it kind of flashes across the floor of this room that you've now entered, which you can just feel from the air is expansive, is glass shards. So many glass shards. And now I need to turn to a different page. So your flashlight kind of rushes past something moving. You don't hear anything. And you kind of move your flashlight again. And there's a Victorian woman in kind of blackish clothing, dusty. Her face is old. She looks as though she might be, at least from the side, because that's only what you've seen so far, maybe in her 60s. Her clothes go to the ground. She's wearing a skirt. And what do you guys do? There's a single moment of quiet. I will let you think a moment while I go do something.
That sounded ominous.
Yes.
I'm actually really enjoying this. This is good.
Yeah, I like the party dynamic actually.
Yeah, it does feel like we're all like huddled up on the couch, going like, "No, don't go in there."
Yeah. What do you guys want to do? I think we like call out to her, because it's a horror movie.
Yeah. No,
What about you, David?
I say we
You
just
run?
we hold really, really still and try and shine the light on her for a better view.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go.
That's gonna be. I like being scared, and this is good.
Yeah, I'm digging this. Do you like this dynamic, David? You've played first one a bunch. What do you think about this?
This is really interesting. I want to see how it all plays out, but I like it so far. It does feel like we're all watching a scary movie together. It's fun.
I love it.
Yeah,
It's
great.
super cute. I didn't think I'd say that about Murderous Ghosts, but it's a cute game.
Yeah.
So Sid says he might pop in if we've got space for another one.
I think whatever. Just get the whole gauntlet on here.
Yeah, right.
Wow, all of us Gauntleteers crushed into like one person. I'm almost afraid to think what that would be like.
Okay, so Shane's back. David, you're good at saying
Yes,
things.
David, say the thing.
We hold perfectly still and try and shine the light on her to see more of what she is doing and what she looks like.
All right. All right, so I'm going to have you guys draw now. You guys have 13 right now.
We have 13 right now.
Well, I mean, because you drew the 13, right?
The one from before.
Well, no, we drew a king before, so we have
Correct.
11.
Oh, I see
And
what you're saying. Okay.
There was a
Count
3.
Do we want to discard before we draw?
Right.
I suggest we don't, but that runs the risk of us busting. What do you guys think?
What happens when it busts?
That's basically the PBTA 6- result.
Oh, okay. 11.
So
I'd say we chance it.
yeah,
Whatever.
so we are trying to get 20 or lower, and that would be a better result than busting. Face cards are 11. All other cards have their marked value. Aces are 1. So I think the odds are in our favor if we keep this 11 right now.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
I'm up for it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So we came here to do,
Draw.
right?
So you're going to hold it and draw?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so you drew a 6. So that gives you a 17. All right. For one reason or another, it doesn't seem to notice you, and it continues doing what it's doing, which appears to be making some sort of strange mosaic out of glass on the floor of this large, expansive room. Please turn to page 4 and do what it says there.
What do you most hope it doesn't do? Choose by vote, look at me, reach out to me, speak, stop still. Any of you can ask the MC questions before you choose. I want to ask, is there blood on the glass?
Some pieces of glass have blood on them, to greater or lesser extents.
Is she making noise while she works?
She seems to be humming to herself, but you don't know the tune.
Can I tell what she's making, what the mosaic pattern is?
There are many pieces missing at the moment, but there certainly seems to be a pattern there, but you're not quite sure what it really is coming out to.
Does she move with practiced movements, or does it seem like she's not really sure what she's doing?
She certainly seems to have something in mind, but is having to move around a lot and kind of get a better vantage on things and to look at things and to decide where to best put things. And she's periodically picking up pieces, some of them bloody and some of them not, and looking at them and then putting them down.
I'm ready to vote whenever you all are.
Do you want to do a countdown and then we'll type in at the same time? Is everyone ready?
Hang on. Okay.
3, 2, 1, send. So, what is that? Look at me. Look at me. Yeah.
All right, so what entry am I turning to?
Oh, sorry. Look at me.
We're doing another draw, aren't we?
Yeah, it says draw.
Okay. So you currently have 17. Would you like to hold on to it or get rid of stuff?
Seems like we should get rid of it.
We should
Yeah.
we should really discard.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you draw a jack.
So it says it does one of the others. Choose by vote and tell the MC which. Tell the MC to turn to page 15 in our book and take branch B. So we all have to vote on what we think it does.
One of the others. Okay.
One of the others. So it does not look at us.
Should we do do we want to vote or should we do the second choice?
We have to.
We're supposed to vote.
Okay.
So we're voting for what we do want it to do now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So
It's just
type
like
your
what
answer.
it's Is this what I want as Alex or what I want as Lauren to be saying? Because
You're
those are
50.
two different things.
Whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone ready?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh. That's like a stalemate, isn't it?
It's a tie.
Yeah.
All right, so
Might need to
now
break that tie.
we must vote between stop still or speak. So type in your answer.
Stop still or speak.
3. Are you ready?
Yeah,
Yep.
everybody.
All right, 3, 2, 1, vote. All right, 3 for speak.
So choose by vote and then tell the MC which. Tell the MC to turn to 15 in her book and to take branch B.
Ooh.
So you're still behind her. And you hear her muttering to herself. She's obviously frustrated. And there seems to be, in her mind, pieces missing. And she picks up a rather large piece, maybe a foot long, holding it. And she says, I do wish I had some more color for this. And she turns and starts moving towards you. Sorry, I have to read something now. Turn to page 14.
Does someone else want to read it?
I can read it.
Okay.
What do you hope most? What do you most hope it doesn't do? Choose by vote. Touch me. Corner me. Call me by name. Show me what it's hiding. Follow me. Of course, we may ask our MC any questions before we choose our fate.
Oh.
I have no questions.
I don't really have questions, no.
Yeah. Is she like being aggressive?
She's
What's
certainly
it?
looking directly at you and moving towards you with a
What
large
can I
shard
smell?
of glass.
How quickly is she moving?
At a determined stride.
So not like a Japanese animation. That's
No.
okay. So is everyone ready to vote?
Yes.
Did
I
Lauren
think-
have a question?
Yeah, do you?
I was just like, what can I smell? Because I like my olfactory.
Okay. The air down here, as above, hasn't moved around a lot, but your moving around has kicked up some of the dust. And it's less of a smell and more of a dryness that permeates your nose. And as you inhale, you can certainly feel that dust kind of getting caught in your nose. And at some point in the very near future, you're probably going to need to, I don't know, blow it or something, or else you're going to sneeze.
This is what happens when you ask questions, Lauren.
I'm not sorry about it either.
All right.
Okay, so let's do this round of voting, and then Sid, you come in on the next one. Is that cool?
Copy, mate. Thanks.
Okay, so is everyone ready? They know what they're gonna vote?
Yes.
Cool. 3, 2, 1, send. Oh. I think...
It's touch me or corner me.
Yeah, so we got to vote between touch me or corner me. I know what I'm... All right, people ready?
Oh, yeah. I would have to think. Yeah, I'm good. Oh, shit, sorry.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, okay. It's
Okay,
corner
me it is.
and then draw.
All right. So you currently have a jack. Do you want to hold on to the jack?
I think it's good odds. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think so.
Sure.
I think so.
Hold
All right.
it.
Hold.
You got a 5. So you have 16 now.
It does none of them. Tell the MC. Then tell the MC to continue from her place. Oh, shit.
So it does
Not
not
good.
touch us, corner us, call us by name, show us what it's hiding, or follow us. To be clear.
Right. So she's moving steadily towards you, but then suddenly stops and looks to her right. And she kind of quirks her head, and she moves over to another part of the room. I don't know if you're going to follow her with your lamp or not, but you hear her say, "Ah," and you hear a piece of glass getting put down and another piece of glass being picked up. And you see her moving back towards where she was previously. What do you do?
Do we see the ventilation system at all, or the furnace? Like, were we headed the right direction?
You're not sure. I think you'd probably have to. This room is big enough and your flashlight is weak enough that you're not able to get a good idea of the furthest edges of the walls.
I vote that we like hug the wall and like look for another room to like go out of or something.
You ended that sentence in a different way than I was expecting.
Does this woman who's dressed in Victorian garb, does she seem like a real person, like corporeal?
She seems, I mean, she doesn't have that sort of kind of I mean, like the flashlight doesn't go through her. She seems to be picking things up, but in this room full of glass, and she's walking around, she makes no sound. And she's doing no damage to the glass on the ground.
I'm down for just sliding along the edge of the room.
Yeah, let's explore
sounds
the
good.
depths of this room.
And we always keep her in our sight, though. All right, we're just like feeling around.
Yeah. Very SCP containment breach.
So are you trying to find a way out, or are you just trying to kind of stick around and slide
I
around
think
the
leave,
walls?
right? What do you guys think?
Oh, I thought we were going deeper in.
Yeah. I think we're like trying to move past
Bypass
her and
Yeah.
and pursue our original goal.
Yeah. Because we can't see the full room, so I like to see more of it.
All right. Why don't you turn to page 32, please?
Sid, you want to read this one for us?
Certainly. Page 32. Draw.
All right. You guys have 16 right now.
Thanks for involving me in that. That was a blast. So 16.
Would you like to
yeah. Do we want to
ditch
wipe?
cards, or do you want to?
I haven't been counting the cards that have come up. What have we got?
Well, it would probably be a bad idea for us to draw at this point because we're trying to hit a number lower than 20.
Yeah.
And we're at 16.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, we should probably wipe this.
Okay.
I don't think. Yeah, the bust conditions are never great.
Yeah.
I haven't read through the new version, but the bust conditions are never great.
All right. So we'll draw a new, and you guys get a queen.
All right. So queens are. Oh, it's been a while. They're 11.
They're worth 11. Yeah. All face cards are 11. Aces are 1.
Thank you. So tell the MC you found a place to hide. Ask the MC where it is, but that the ghost might have noticed you anyway. And then we'll turn to 4.
So you find that although the room is mostly full of glass, she hasn't kind of filled the entirety of the room. And so you can make your way along the edges without making much noise. But if you're going to want to move kind of within her general area of focus, you are going to start breaking glass. So you're kind of stuck to a far wall, but you can't really go much further than that.
And then we have to do page 4. Does
Yeah.
someone want to do that?
Sure, I'll do it.
Kyle. Oh, Jesse, go.
Oh, sorry. What do you most hope it doesn't do? Choose by vote. Look at me, reach out to me, speak, stop still. Any of you can ask the MC questions before you choose.
Has it spoken yet?
No.
Well,
yeah, it did.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
Oh, it did, yeah.
it did. It said that it hummed some, and it also said that it needed some more color.
Yeah, holding a like 1 foot piece of glass.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's basically wandering around and making a like a collage on the floor out of glass.
Oh, that's
Um,
dope.
And the glass is probably colored with blood. So that's the
So
thing too.
my question is she back in her pattern when we first found her then? She's sort of like reset or whatever, back to doing that thing?
To an extent, but she seems slightly more distractible now.
I see.
How confident am I that I could slip past without stepping on this glass?
You are not confident at all.
Great. Oh shit, we need to sneeze. I'm gonna remember that.
Not yet.
Ha!
Has her continued humming jogged anything for me? Like, is it evoking anything for me?
No, it's something. It's probably a song that was probably popular in the Victorian times, which it's unlikely that you'd know at this point in time.
Unless it's Frere Jacques.
I have no questions.
Yeah, I'm good. Is everybody ready to vote? Okay, write it down, and then I'll count down. All right, 1, 2, 3, go. Okay. 3, look at me. It looks like look at me, and then draw.
All right, you have that queen. Do you want to hold on to the queen?
Queen was 11, right? So I think we're okay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Queen's
Yeah.
strong start.
Okay.
Hit me.
4.
Nice.
Okay.
So that's a 15 total. It does none of them. Tell the MC to turn to page 13 in our book.
Okay. So she continues to be searching for pieces, sometimes breaking them to make the shards fit as she wants them to, and placing them on the floor. The only sound in the room is her periodic humming, the snapping of glass as she breaks it in her hands, and your own breathing. What do you do?
Oh, geez, we have to do something. We have to make a break for it or something.
Yeah, I'm in
Also-
camp. Make a break for it.
Yeah, we've kind of shifted past her now. We should be able to move out of this room, hopefully.
I just wonder if there's anything that we can see that we weren't able to see in the past about the room. Because that's kind of why we moved down here anyway, right? So
It was kind of to see more and to I guess it was to kind of see if there was a way past and if like a way further down or something towards our original goal.
right.
We're still interested in the furnace, yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
still
is-
interested.
Does this seem to be leading that direction, Shane?
If you flash your light down far enough, you can see that at the far end of the room, there's a door that is ajar, and although there's no like light bulb or anything like that in the room, there's definitely a light of some sort. It seems to move some and is has a little yellowish, orangish light to it.
So
Back
head
away
that
from
direction.
Yeah. Orange
Yeah,
light
let's
is
go
the best
check it
light.
out.
Yeah, it's the best
Yeah.
light. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Agreed.
So turn to page 30.
Oh shit. Kyle.
Page 30, draw.
All right. You guys have 15 at the moment. Would you like to hold on to, or would you like to
Ooh.
clear?
Oh man.
What's the worst that could happen?
I don't know.
What is our bust condition?
Read that bust condition and then think about your answer.
Yeah. The problem is like I still have this PBTA mindset where I'm like, we should probably fail soon. We've been succeeding a lot.
Yeah.
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 I'm torn because like I'm having such a good time. I'm like, I don't want to fail. I just want to keep like hanging around this creepy ghost forever.
Advocate for Alex. We're not here to try and fail ourselves.
That's true.
Plus, in my head
Okay,
now,
so
Alex.
clear?
Also,
Yeah.
I've never seen someone escape, so if Alex could escape, that would be amazing.
Okay, cool.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, the next card is a 3. I just want to let everyone know that. So
Uh-huh.
I can feel it. It's right here.
yeah. I say we clear.
Yeah, let's clear.
Okay.
Oh, I reckon it's a draw.
All right. And you got a 5.
Nice. So it's just a 5 now.
Yes.
Okay. So
That's a bust, though, isn't it?
I think so because
Yeah.
Would
if
have
it's
been.
not above a
Yeah,
6, then it's nothing, right?
Yeah.
We cleared,
It's a
so
bust.
Oh,
Yeah.
but,
Bust.
shit.
If we'd drawn, it would have been a 20.
So
2020 hindsight.
Tell
I like
the
it.
MC that the ghost takes direct notice of you. Tell the MC to turn to page 17.
We also automatically discard that 5. Like, we don't get to keep that.
Okay.
If only people had listened to Sid and I.
So she, as you make your way, the crunching of glass gives you away, and she looks up and notices you. Whether you see this or not, whether this is just in the camera, just for the camera, I should say. But a small smirk or smile comes across her face, just briefly. And then she starts moving with determination towards you. Turn to page 6.
Oh no!
Great. Tell the MC something you wanted the chance to do before you died. Anyone can volunteer.
I wanted to hold Bubbaloo.
Whoa.
We might still have a chance.
yeah, yeah.
Anybody
Okay,
else?
Well, we did that. So, what do you most hope you don't do now? Choose by vote. Scream, break and run, beg, lash out. Any
Don't
of
do.
you can ask the MC questions before you choose.
I want it to be clear. Has Alex noticed this is happening yet or not?
That they're coming towards you? Yes.
Okay. I have no other questions.
And she's coming at us with determination. And apparently we think we're gonna die. So
What can I see behind her eyes?
There's definitely anger there.
Is she still humming?
She is not.
oh, humming was for happy ghost. Okay. Are people ready to vote? More questions?
Ready?
All right. Type in your answer. What you most hope you don't do right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, go. Oh shit. Okay.
I saw a lot of screams.
Looks like 3 begs to
Big
me.
one. Yeah, big one.
Yeah. So it looks like big, and then draw.
All right. You have nothing right now. Now you have a 10.
Oh. At least, or here, you go ahead, Kyle.
Okay, at least you don't do that. Instead, choose by vote and tell the MC. You edge away, you babble or whimper, you pray. Choose a different one from the list above. So that would be scream, break and run, beg, or lash out. Except not beg.
Okay.
So we just choose by vote.
Yeah,
that's about it. Okay. You ready to vote?
I am.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, vote.
Looks like break and
Break and
run. Lauren
Break
is
and run, yeah.
undecided.
Break and run is the winner.
You do not get 2 votes, Lauren.
Abstain.
Sorry.
Damn it.
It would
And
appear that we
then-
break and run. Tell the MC to
Yes.
continue from their place.
Okay.
It's really interesting seeing groups of people share an understanding of where they want the story to go. So like groups of people all picking the same option.
So remind me what you do. You guys break and run.
Yeah, we run.
Yep.
So where are you headed?
I think it's a panic. We're
Are
just
you heading back or are you heading towards that door?
Well,
Towards that
was-
door.
towards
We're
the
I'm
door.
heading,
Yeah.
I want to head towards the door because I'm thinking, like, in the back of
Always
my mind, like, I'm gonna throw that lady in the furnace.
Oh, not my balloon.
Or if we can just get away from her if we're faster than her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's in a dress and we're young, strong, and athletic.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
smart. Don't forget smart.
And smart. So breaking and running. Good
we're
decision.
we're basically Lara Croft, so
Hmm. Yeah. All right. Sorry, new section here.
Also, Shane, you're like the scariest motherfucker. I'm just.
Can I ask how many cards you have out at this point?
I have.
Yeah. Just the 4, or have you drawn more?
I haven't drawn any.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So we've got no closer to escaping this. We're
No.
All right. That. Okay. So somehow she seems to move much quicker than she had been before. And as she is running, she does pick up a large shard of glass. And she comes at you with it. And she has murder in her eyes. Turn to page 40.
Draw.
You have a 10. Do you want to hold on to that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. David.
Hope for no face cards. No face cards. Big
No
money, no
whammies.
whammies.
You have a 6.
16.
Go team.
Tell the MC what you try to do to flee and escape the ghost assault. Anyone can volunteer. What do you think would be cool, guys?
Do we
I
like
think we
go
make
in
it to the
that
other side
room
of the
and
door.
bar the door?
Yeah, I think we get to the door and try and like slam it on her arm or something like that.
Ooh, yeah.
Maybe so the glass drops from her hand on our side of the door.
Well, I
Yes.
mean, let's even see if that works though. Like,
Yeah.
what happens when we try and slam this door on her arm?
And then
Oh,
tell
the
the
good
MC to continue from our place.
So turn to page 42.
Oh. Does someone else want to read?
You've escaped the ghost attack, but draw.
All right. You have 16 right now.
Probably not, right?
Yeah,
You
those
wanna-
odds don't seem great.
Yeah.
All right. You now have a king.
Okay.
Excellent.
So
Go ahead.
choose one by vote. That would be from the following list.
No, the
It's
MC
the
gets to
MC.
choose. We got the mid result.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah. Right. Ask the MC to choose one. You're torn and bleeding. You're dragging a hurt leg. You've run back the way you came. You've abandoned your light. And tell the MC to turn to 31 in her book.
Yeah, I think as you were running, you drop your light. And I turn to page 31, you said?
Yep.
This is way better than Blair Witch Story, or Blair Witch, whatever the movie was.
Yeah. This is a really good game.
That Vincent Baker guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Surprisingly, Vincent Baker is a good game designer. Who would have
Weird.
thought?
So turn to page 5, please.
That's your page.
You're 5, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Thank you. Sorry, let me make a note real quick.
That doesn't sound good.
Alex equals dead.
Oh, I haven't drawn any cards yet, actually. Yeah. I don't start with 4, I don't think. I draw those first 4 face down.
Yeah, you draw 1 at the very beginning, and then you draw an additional card each time you think that we're getting closer to escaping.
Okay. Sorry, reading another section here. Hmm. So okay. So you guys are in the furnace room. The only light in here is coming from the fire of an open furnace. So it's certainly a little warmer. And the shadows move around. You do have to wonder to yourself, why is there a fire burning here? If there's not been anyone living here for so many years. What do you do? Oh, actually, have the player draw. You have a king right now. Would you like to hold on to the king?
Yeah. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
You got a queen.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
It's just a furnace. It just turns off, right? Whatever.
Fraser, this is all your fault.
All right.
I'm not going to talk anymore.
All right. So what do? You're in this furnace room with the door closed and bolted shut, with the ghost outside.
Unfortunately, I have to leave. So you're gonna have to give me a post-game report on what happens to our strong
okay.
and capable Alex.
You can watch this. It's being
Oh
recorded.
yeah, right. Okay. So thanks everybody. It was a lot of fun. I gotta go.
All right. See ya.
I'll
Bye.
see you around.
Yeah,
See ya, Kyle.
bye.
Is there any noise from the doorway that we have locked behind us?
When you first close the door, there is the scratching of glass on steel, but it seems to have stopped now.
Well, we came down here to figure out what was being dragged towards the furnace. I suggest we get a closer look.
You read my mind.
After we find the Glock in the corner.
The ghost repellent. Yeah.
Yes. I produce salt and iron from my bag. No.
It's a good thing I brought my handy shotgun with rock salt.
So what are you guys doing?
Was there any exits? Did we see anything? Is there anything else down here?
Oh, you
Or
want?
no, we're getting a closer look. That's what David wanted to do, right?
That's my vote. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
A closer look at the furnace?
Yeah.
Okay. So this furnace has a number of large pipes and tubes of quite old age coming out of it, running across and up the walls. And how closely do you look into the
That's David. It's all him.
into where the fire is burning?
Apparently, I'm the one who's getting close to the furnace.
So you see the flames burning, and then you see something move inside. Moves quickly, but then you catch your breath and you notice it was just something kind of crumbling from being burnt. But as you lean in further, you can see that that was not wood that was burning, that had broken due to so much heat. It was a human skull that had crashed down, falling off of a spinal column. How much further do you look inside?
I think that's enough to make Alex collapse to her rear and like just inhaling and desperately looking for another way out. What do you guys think?
Yeah, that exit sounds like a good plan.
Leaving.
So, sorry. Trying to see if there's something I'm supposed to do here. Yeah, I think that. No, it isn't. Okay, so turn to page 2.
What's the worst thing this suggests to you? Choose by vote. Betrayal, cruelty. We cannot choose desperation because we already did. Revenge, sorrow, or a threat to me here and now.
Ooh.
We are
And
free to
this
ask
is-
questions.
What's the
This
first
is
one that you chose?
Desperation.
Yeah.
Are we deciding, is this based off of what the furnace looks like again, or is this something else? Did I miss it?
The thing burning in
Furnace.
the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The burning in the furnace? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I want to know what I can smell, because I like smelling things.
You can't smell. It's the heat that really is most overwhelming. And maybe, especially this far down, the fuel oil smell that must be powering this furnace. And a little bit of carbon, charcoal, etc. But that's it.
Ready to vote? One more questions.
I'm ready when you all are.
Count me in.
Yeah. Ready?
1, 2, 3, go. Oh shit!
Whoa.
All over the board.
Literally, yeah. Is there? There's nothing repeated. So
No.
I would say since there is no consensus, the MC should choose. That's my vote.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
there we go.
All right.
Traitor.
Yeah, we'll just make Shane do all the work.
What are the options?
Cruelty, a threat to me here and now, revenge, betrayal, or sorrow.
We wouldn't have had this problem if Lauren had voted like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, well, you guys took away my extra vote, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
If Kyle was still here, it would have broken the gridlock.
Yeah, so Kyle's fault.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Isn't that what we were gonna blame? Yeah, we were gonna blame everything on him anyway.
That was the plan the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah,
So.
perfect.
I'm going to ask you to run through them one more time for me.
Cruelty, a threat to me here and now, revenge, betrayal, or sorrow.
Channel Alex for us.
I'm going to say cruelty.
I won.
Don't glow it.
So we turn to page 20.
Ooh. Tell the MC the closest you've ever been to death. Anyone can volunteer.
I'm assuming other than now, right?
Probs.
Okay, I can run one. Unless someone's got something else. Nope, cool. I'll take that as authority. So I woke up one night after a big night of drinking. My roommate had fallen asleep with a cigarette, and woke up with like the bed sheets on fire, and trying to drag them out with this fire catching through the room, inhaling the smoke. I like just got them out, and then kind of collapsed, hypoxic, tired, and beaten in front of the place, while half of it burned behind us.
Draw.
All right. I assume you want to toss your bust.
Yeah, hard pass.
You get a 7.
Okay. 7. If you haven't seen a ghost here, tell the MC to turn to 9. If there is a ghost here, tell the MC to turn to 19.
All right. So there is no ghost here. So I turn to 9. And give me one moment while I move my dog out of the bedroom.
So is everyone having fun?
Oh yeah, I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is so good. I
It
still
is like
maintain
we're-
it. Yeah.
It's like we're watching a scary movie, like David said.
I was gonna say that it still feels like we're on the couch going like, oh my god, with like the blanket up around our faces. It's like a ghost story time at camp. Like it's totally that feeling.
Do you reckon we can do this?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
we'll do it.
absolutely not.
Oh, it's
No,
totally.
we're completely dead.
I don't know.
There's
We-
no chance.
We've had like I don't know how, like 10 draws, and we haven't advanced any further. Like, no, it must be really just start booking it. Like,
It's fine. Everything's fine.
like all you really have to do in this game is get like 2 busts in a row, and you usually die. So
I haven't read through this latest version, but does it still have the bit about helping the ghosts find rest?
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Maybe we can do that.
Yeah, but well, nobody wanted to hug her, so.
Yeah. I was shot down and I'm disappointed.
All right. So as you hear those bones kind of crumpling in the furnace, you start to hear crying in the furthest corner from you. It's dark. You can't, none of the light of the furnace gets back there. And it certainly sounds younger. You're not sure if it's a child or if it's a teenager, but it has that tone to it that isn't adult crying.
Prepubescent tone of crying.
Have the other player draw. All right, you have a 7 right now?
Hit me. Or actually, someone else make the call.
Hit me.
All right. You drew a 2. All right. So the crying starts to get closer. And closer. And under the crying, you can also hear dragging. And into the light of the furnace, first you see one hand with long but also shattered fingernails getting its grip on the ground and pulling the next arm into place with a similar look. And coming into view is long hair on a young person's head. And the face that looks up at you has a looks as if it was covered in coal and has been crying. So it has streams of clearness down its coal face. And it looks at you, crying, and keeps dragging itself towards you. Now you turn to page 10.
Oh, shit. Someone else ask.
Okay. What is the ghost capable of doing to us? And then we draw.
Oh my god.
You guys, is that a question for the MC or is that something that you guys decide?
No. We will find out very soon after the draw what it is capable of doing to us.
No.
MC's
supposed to answer.
Yeah, that's right. You're right.
Okay, so it's a question for me.
Yeah, what is the ghost capable of doing to us?
The crying seems to be getting something is getting heavy in your chest. And you're starting to feel emotional as well. This is happening very quickly. You guys have 9 right now. Would you like to hold on to all that and draw?
I think so. Maybe. Who
Say
knows?
it, Fraser.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a strong, confident Alex.
Okay.
That's the spirit.
You drew a queen. 19.
Wow.
Or no, that's 20, excuse me.
Funny. Yeah.
Choose one by vote. Your hands won't stop shaking. You cover your face, you're whimpering, your knees are weak, you're frozen in place, you're backing slowly away, and then tell the MC which. So I'll copy that in chat for you guys. And then we can vote. Everyone ready to vote? 1, 2, 3, go! Lauren.
Lauren voted twice.
Lauren voted twice, and Fraser didn't vote at all.
No, I did. It just
Oh,
came
you
with.
did, sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
so we're backing away slowly.
Oh, sorry, that's my dog.
The dog is
That must
scared as
be
well. Then tell the MC to continue.
I thought it was like choose. Oh no, that's we got choose on by vote. Sorry, I misread that.
Yeah, it would be 2 otherwise. I think we've got it.
Ugh.
No.
All right, sorry about that.
That's okay.
So what's going on?
So we're backing away slowly, and then you continue.
Okay. So yeah, it's crawling towards you, and you are feeling emotional, and there's that tension in your chest, and your throat is kind of getting that clutching feeling, and you want to start crying, and maybe the first kind of choke of a sob is about to come out as you back up. And the thing on the floor keeps crying and keeps crawling towards you. And you hear a little crack as a part of one of these long fingernails breaks off. What do you do?
What do you guys think?
I mean,
If it was
I
me, I
legit-
would just like run out of the room, right? I'd be like,
I was
I'll
gonna
take
say,
the
like-
old lady with glass over the shit.
Like piss my pants, is that an option? Like,
Yeah.
I legitimately feel bad though. Like, can we? I don't know. I feel like we need to do something for this.
The thing that's
Monster.
scratching up to us
Yeah, but it's scratching its fingers off.
to get to us. Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe for a hug though, right? Could be.
we could ask it, I guess, as we continue to back up.
That's a great idea.
David. Are you frozen, David?
He looks very concerned.
Yeah. Oh, David, you back?
He looks back.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's cutting in and out pretty bad for me.
Oh no.
Oh, you seem fine now. On this end. Before you were frozen. What do you want to do?
Well, what are we doing? Are we going to try and comfort this poor individual, or are we like freaking out and trying to get away?
It seems to be a split. I would say that as long as we're backing away slowly, I am open to comfort.
Comforting from a distance.
Yeah, can we just back away and say, like, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, both to this thing
Or, like,
and to us?
Or like, what happened to you? Do you require a hug?
Why don't you turn to page 8?
Oh.
Ooh. Who wants to read?
I can read it. What's the worst part? Choose by vote and tell the MC. Its body, its eyes, its face, its hands, its smell, its voice. Any of you can ask the MC questions, or you choose.
The thing that's scratching towards us and everything, that's the child or not a child?
I
It's a
assumed
child.
that was the child,
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was the child?
or at least a tween.
A tween, yeah, right.
A
Does it-
Victorian tween.
Does it have a body? Like, do we know that?
I'm assuming it has at least a bit of a torso.
Right, but beyond that, is there anything?
I don't know.
Would you like to ask that question of the MC?
Yes. Yes. Are there legs?
There are legs, but they seem to both have kind of jury-rigged and obviously not particularly functional wooden braces on them.
Where the nails are breaking as the hands are clawing, is it leaving marks? Does it bleed? Ah, it's a puppy.
It's not bleeding, but it certainly winces when it happens.
What noises is it making?
Beyond the crying,
Yeah, I don't know. Give me all the detail, man.
it within between sobs, you can hear it very quietly saying that it's sorry.
Hugs. It needs hugs.
So, are people ready? Ready to vote? No? One, two, three, go! Oh, looks like voice. Yep, voice. So, what's the worst part? It's voice and draw.
Seeing as though you have 20 at the moment, I assume you want to ditch that. And now you have 5.
Oh shit. Bust. You panic. Or Lauren, you go ahead. This is yours.
Oh, sorry. I was having gay feelings. Bust. You panic. Choose one by vote. You lash out. You beg. You scramble back the way you came. You throw up and tell the MC which.
Everyone ready to vote?
I think so.
And then Shane, just so you know, next after this is you continue.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Are you ready, people? 1,
I am ready.
2, 3. Oh, looks like big. Big,
We're begging.
definitely big. We beg hard.
So what are you begging?
Jesse, Lauren, or David?
Yeah, like, please don't hurt me. I don't know. Or I don't know. It's saying I'm sorry. What am I supposed to say? Like
Tell me your life story, please.
Well, do we want to go for the "let me help you" angle, or do we want to go for the "please don't kill me" angle?
Jesse, David.
I think we should do the "please let me help you."
David, you want to help? Sure. Okay. Okay. Well, then give it gusto then, Lauren or Jesse.
Oh Jesus. I kind of think it's like this thing's coming towards us, right? And it's like between its sobs and its I'm sorry, like you hear these I'm sorries, and then as we're sort of, I guess we're on the ground maybe, or like eye level with this, it's coming towards us, and all we say is like I'm sorry, like let me help you, and I'll like let me live. I'm sorry, I want to help you. How can I help you? Kind of like into a blubbering mess.
Turn to page 36.
So we draw.
Okay, you have a 5 right now. I assume you want to hold on to that.
Yeah.
All right.
If we busted on that 5, don't we have to get rid of it?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes, that's right.
You have to
Yeah.
discard that.
Okay. So, no 5.
Sorry.
You get an 8.
Okay. Tell the MC to turn to 23.
Oh, we were so close to getting investigated. Kinda. Like 5 away.
So, do you keep moving backwards or do you stay where you are and let it get closer to you?
I think backwards.
So you continue moving backwards and it keeps crawling, but it seems to have stopped crying as much. It still has some sobs choking out of it, but you eventually kind of have your back up against the furnace. So you can't keep going too much further. Otherwise, you'll be in the furnace. And it slowly comes up to you. And you can tell that it's actually not just crawling, but it's also kind of feeling its way. And you realize that the eyes, which are red from crying, aren't really focusing on anything. Eventually, it gets to your feet, and it starts feeling your boots and smelling them. And one of the laces is partially untied, and it actually starts chewing on the end of one of them. Why don't you turn to page 16?
Oh, this is a Lauren question for sure.
What about it seems the most human to you? Choose by vote and tell the MC. It's anger, it's eyes, it's fear, it's movements, it's sorrow, it's voice. You can ask, any of you can ask the MC questions before you choose.
Does it still seem really sad to us?
No, it just seems really
Placated with their little thing it's chewing on?
it seems to be curious.
Okay. Anyone else got a question?
Is it like playing with our boot at all? Like caressing it or touching it in any way?
It certainly was kind of feeling it out, and now it seems to be kind of, as I said, chewing on the plastic on the end of one of the laces. So your boot is now untied somewhat.
Ready to vote?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have any questions about smell, so.
Oh, is that so? All right. Everyone ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
So,
Oh,
I can't
definitely.
type.
Go ahead, Lauren.
Oh no, I can't type. Well,
What?
good. I
Oh,
made a typo.
Oh, okay. So it's movements.
David, can you just stay on voice?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to try that for a minute, but I have no idea what we just voted on.
Oh, the vote is, what about it still seems most human to you? It's anger, it's eyes, it's fear, it's movements, it's sorrow, it's voice.
Okay, well, it looks like movements wins regardless. So
Yeah. So it's movements. Any of you can ask the MC question. Draw. And what
Draw?
are you at now?
You're at 8 right now.
People want to hit? Yeah.
All right, hold, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got another 8. 16.
16. Do you want to do, Laura? Lauren?
Yeah. Tell the MC that you don't reach out to it in any way. Then tell the MC to continue from her place.
So as it's chewing on the end of your lace, all of a sudden it screams out in pain and spits out the lace, and in so doing also spits out black blood. And it looks up at you, and there is sheer anger in its eyes. And it opens up its mouth much, much wider than any child should be able to open its mouth, with teeth much sharper than a child's, and is about to bite deeply into your leg. Turn to page 40.
Sid, you want to go?
Yeah, so draw, but I think we're on a lot.
We have 16 right now. We should probably discard that. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
You guys have played before, so I trust you.
Yeah, adjudicate it.
Yeah.
I'm happy to go with the consensus.
So
I
if we discard it, the best we
Yeah.
can do is the middle result, right?
Yeah. But I mean, if we don't discard it, we need a 4 or less.
Yeah, versus a 5 or less, right? For bust.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
I don't know.
Oh
And
god.
but we've just had 2 8s in a row, right? Like we've been drawing.
We've been drawing a lot of like face cards and like 6 and 7-ish numbers. I feel like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It feels good to me. I want to escape and flee.
Yeah.
All right, so just go for the draw.
But I don't want to be responsible.
Nope, too late. You're irresponsible.
Yeah, looks like Sid's responsible for us dying. So hit
Guys, I'm
us.
brave, athletic, and smart.
Let's see how capable Alex is.
So what is the decision?
Draw,
Draw?
I think, right?
Hit
Yeah.
me.
Discard and draw. Is that what we're doing?
Discard or
don't-
draw?
Draw.
Okay.
No, you guys suck.
You get a 9.
Ah!
Tell the MC to turn to 37.
I don't want to die yet. I'm having too much fun.
Oh.
It'll be fine. 37's not a high page number at all.
Page 48, anyone?
So, what does Alex look like as a ghost?
Looks like Sid.
Yeah. She feels responsible.
So we're dead?
Okay.
Is that what happened?
The ghost has left you because you're dead. What do you look like as a ghost?
Maybe we could each put
Disappointed.
like a thing. Yeah, I think we look like I think Alex has like a sunken cheeks.
Alex is missing one boot in the ghost life.
I think Alex looks like a skull in a smoldering fire that's falling off of a vertebrae, but that's just what I think.
Yeah. I was imagining that she had like just like an orange glow underneath her skin.
Please turn to page 46.
You've been
I think
murdered by
Stitch
ghosts.
agrees.
The end.
Yes.
That's what it says.
See?
All right.
We have all collectively as a team.
All right.
Oh my god.
Oh boy,
Oh,
I'm
that was
sorry.
so much fun.
That
Well,
was
thank you
awesome.
guys.
Thank you so much, Shane.
Thank you,
You're
Shane,
You're
for
welcome.
running this.
Thanks for running.
Yay!
Yeah, sure.
I kind of want to
Just
play
out of
again.
Wait, did you
Shane.
say play again?
It's a little late.
Shane, how many
Yeah.
cards did we get? How many escape cards did we get to?
Like none, right?
None. You
Yeah.
got the one, the initial one. I didn't draw any more cards.
You didn't draw any more?
Nope.
Jeez, you're harsh master. The game book does not direct you to draw any more ever, by the way. Like, that is solely the GM's discretion.
Oh, interesting. That is
Yeah.
Oh,
I have-
well,
yeah.
Shane's fault then.
I
It
think
didn't
Shane
seem
played
like
it right
we were getting
though.
anything.
Yeah, like we ran into the basement. And I was like, "Well, we're not getting out of here."
Well, so that's funny because there was a part that did tell me that I could draw one if I wanted to.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's new.
Where was that?
I think it's when they go into another room. So when we left
Yes.
from one room into the other.
Right.
That's
When
what
you
it was.
move rooms, I can decide whether or not to draw a card. I think.
Yeah.
I found that because it's even when you flip the cards, there's such a low chance that you're going to escape. You're going to have all the suits you need to escape. That the tension increases the kinder you are in drawing cards, because then you've kind of got the I could die, but also I'm so close to escape thing going on.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
is that
man.
a hard no on people playing again?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm done.
Too a little late for me.
Okay, so
But I'm
I'll be around.
At least
Yeah,
today.
I'll be around too for a minute.
How much of the deck did we draw?
Let me count, including my card. Let's see. You guys went through. 18 of your cards, 1 of my card.